it's time to separate the men from the boys. Are you ready to box on box?
And here we go with the main event of the evening. And now, ladies and gentlemen in attendance and boxing fans joining us around the world, the time for talk is over. The time to fight is here. It's time for the bout you've all been waiting for. Finally.
Let's see some thunder! It's time!
It is a showtime!
The fight starts now! So now there's only one thing left to say. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to
rumble! 8 versus 8 Antarctic Frontier Anarchy Match WarGames Ultimate Jeopardy, a match no one can afford to lose. Now, let's take a look at the highlights of history in the making as to how this match came about. This is nothing short of extraordinary here at the Fremont Street Experience in Vegas.
I'm on top of Ashley Blaze and Terra strike.
They have him now.
What's this?
Who the hell is that?
They just sprayed something. But were they going to spray Terra and Ashley? And it seemed they ducked. And the spray went into the Carlson twins. They're on the top of the Fremont Street Experience. And now they've taken off those masks.
Hey, that's Cara and Sandy Shore.
What does that say?
Best for business.
We're done with girls like Ashley Blaze and Terra Strike. They're nothing more than a commercial break. No more dojos, no more beaches, no more Denny. We are where the money's at. We are best for business.
Hold it! Here comes Ashley Blaze and Terra. Hear their names in our last broadcast.
Strike and Blaze, we know exactly what you did. You didn't burn us. No, no, no. You burned the only thing that ever made you matter.
How about you come over here and say it to our face, little pipsqueaks? We're innocent.
Why don't you come down?
Okay, you know what? Cara, don't play with me right now.
Hold it, hold it, hold it. We're gonna have an investigation and we're gonna find out what the heck really happened with regards to that fire.
Once those cameras roll that footage and you guys know that we didn't do it, David, I want that match so we can put them in line.
We have secured the security camera footage. Let's review it now.
Pushing back and forth.
What's going on?
What happened? What? Oh my God!
Now, oh my God, what's on fire?
Is that? is that our gear?
It was Cara.
Look over your shoulder right now. Look over your shoulder.
They're gonna pick.
In the cage, we're gonna burn you alive.
You're the ones facing Ultimate Jeopardy. Prepare to be iced.
WarGames! Ultimate Jeopardy, the match no one can afford to lose. Welcome to the Antarctic frontier. This is Ultimate Jeopardy, and you're finished.
It's WarGames Ultimate Jeopardy, and the steel cage is officially locked. There is no escape from this frozen anarchy.
If either member of Best for Business loses this match, both of them will leave WoW Superheroes Forever and go to AEW or WWE.
Best for Business, we're not going anywhere. We are ready. We will win this. WarGames.
If Sophie Fury loses this match, she will be subject to a Nickelodeon green slime treatment.
Stipulation for this match. Green slime if I lose? I can't believe this! Oh no, not the slime. It's everywhere.
If Genesis or Paola Mayfield loses this match, then the person who defeats one of them will be the #1 contender for the WoW World Championship.
Is in effect. If Paola Mayfield or Genesis loses, their opponent becomes #1 contender for the WW World Championship.
If Penelope Ford loses this match, she will lose. She will be stripped of her WoW World Championship and given to someone who defeats her.
You better listen up. Ultimate stipulation.
Lev Cameron loses this match, they're gonna shave his head in the Zevo Super Mall.
If Lev Cameron loses the WarGames match, he'll have his head shaved.
Just Minx or Mia Malkova loses this match, then one of them will be forced to strip.
Alright, so we got 4 days. Yes! Wait, actually, so I want to introduce each of by your name. So they said they'd come back. So,
she will lose the SmackDown Women's Championship belt to the woman who defeats her. Loses. She will lose the Undisputed Universal Championship. This is something Piper Raquel cannot be able to handle well. Sawyer Sharpino loses. He will receive 10 lashes from an Indian strap or Caribbean strap by one of his Kidfluencer members. If Becky Lynch loses this match, she'll no longer be able to challenge for the Women's Intercontinental title ever again.
Greatest female wrestler of all time, and it's not just me saying it, other people are saying it, Sports Illustrated says it. Greatest female wrestler of all time.
If Taylor Frankie Paul loses this match, then she'll be locked in the frozen cage for 5 minutes alone with Undisputed Universal Champion Piper Raquel with her title on the line. Smack loses this 8 vs 8 Antarctic Frontier Anarchy match, then still, the complete series DVD set of Secret World of Alex Smack will be on the yard sale or Christmas list this year. If yours truly, Nathan Wallace, loses the WarGames match, then I will receive 6 blows from a martial arts cane.
The following contest is the WarGames match. Barbed wire death match.
They are putting it all on the line in this exploding barbed wire death match.
The rules of the match are as follows. 2 teams will be contained in separate cages, with 1 member of each team starting the match. At regular intervals, alternating members from each team will be released to enter the match. The first member to enter will come from the advantaged team. Once all competitors have entered, WarGames officially begins! The match can be won by pinfall or submission. Exiting the cage will result in a forfeit. Now, let the WarGames begin!
Here comes the Undisputed Universal Champion herself, Piper Raquel. 2 years ago, at SummerSlam 2024, won an 8-person single elimination tournament. Defeated 4 individuals. Dominic Mysterio in a qualifier, Kevin Owens in the quarterfinals, Braun Strowman in the semifinals, and Cody Rhodes in the finals in order to win that very title that is around her waist right now. And remember, if she loses her coveted title that she won at SummerSlam 2 years ago.
Tonight, the numbers game plays in her team's favor. For her, help is on the way.
But let's not forget that she has to endure a one-on-one cage match until that help arrives. She could be out of commission by the time her backup gets there.
I'm not so sure that's in the cards. She's been training for this and planning. She's ready to survive anything to win the war.
The man is here.
Becky Lynch never backs down from a fight, and as a result, has earned everyone's respect.
Here comes the three-time Women's Intercontinental Champion herself, Becky Lynch. Remember, if Becky Lynch loses this match, she will no longer be able to challenge for the Women's Intercontinental title ever again.
That Becky Lynch is the man, but War Games was a heck of a reminder.
Indeed, Lynch's first match back from injury was in War Games, where she played an integral part of getting the win for Team Bianca.
Oh, Cole, I'd go so far as to say she was the MVP of Team Bianca. The man won the match with a flying leg drop through the table to earn the pinfall and win War Games for her team.
Well, there's no doubt that Lynch is looking to yet again earn the honor of War Games MVP here tonight.
Here comes the SmackDown Women's Champion, Claire Rock Smith. Remember, if she loses her coveted title to the woman who defeats her. Here comes Frankie Taylor Paul. Remember, if she loses, she will spend 5 minutes in the frozen cage alone with Piper Raquel with her title on the line.
I hope you're ready, gentlemen, because War Games are now officially underway.
Brace for impact, everybody. This match is sure to create a rarely seen level of bedlam and destruction.
Nothing pushes the envelope of in-ring mayhem like a War Games match.
And she's returning fire. Catches the leg. Right to the gut. Oh, right to the kidneys. Golly. Punishing double axe handle. Climbing up, she got something sky high.
Diving foot stop to the chest.
Momentum is running away from Becky fast.
Lynch is going to have to dig down deep.
Wait, I've been informed that Nate Tina is in the area where the courses take place. Let's go on now.
The coin toss, I'll be having momentarily.
The Kidfluencer LA Pool Party Mix Alliance have called tails, and Becky Lynch's team has called heads. They're flipping the coin now, and it is... The Kidfluencer LA Pool Party Alliance has won the toss. They call tails.
That means the alliance of the Kidfluencers and the LA Pool Party Mix will have the man advantage through War Games.
Counting it down, next entry will tip the scales in their team's favor.
German suplex. They're on the loose, looking to change the landscape of this match.
Searching under the ring now. This can't
Here
be
comes
good.
Sophie Fury. Remember, if Sophie Fury loses this match, she'll be subject to a Nickelodeon green slime treatment.
Adding some extra spice to the numbers advantage by coming in armed to the teeth.
She's not going straight in. She wants something from under the ring.
She's got a weapon in hand, and the numbers advantage just got even high.
Diving foot stomp.
Brutal.
And entering into an absolute war zone, giving the troops the boost they need.
Intercepted by the man. Big boot. Becky can't stop this string of offense.
Becky's gonna have to endure this punishment.
Downward spiral. Placing her in the corner. Time is ticking away. Shortly we'll have a fresh competitor to even the odds.
Here comes Paola Mayfield. Remember, along with Genesis, if one of them loses this match, then the person who defeats one of them will be the #1 contender for the WoW World Championship.
Bad things happen from that decision.
We could have a disaster very soon.
That can't work. Holy hell. You have to have nerves of steel just to climb the cage. But to jump from it, that's as bold as it gets.
Up into the torture rack.
Terrible position for Rhodes.
Knee to the midsection. Bang to the neck.
Gets the reversal. What a counter. Going up to the turnbuckle here.
Lift off.
Takes a big clean hit from the table. And in just a moment, the numbers advantage set to come into play here.
Here's a combo of strikes.
Rights and lefts, elbows, knees, all of them lethal.
Here comes Lev Cameron. Remember, if Lev Cameron loses this match, he will have his head shaved.
Driving down with the sledgehammer into the cage, and the numbers advantage is locked in.
He has truly gone to a different zone, you guys.
Up into the torture rack. Oh, this is really getting out of hand here.
Someone needs to step in. Hazardous situation for Lynch. Oh, yeah, she's saying, I still have plenty left in the tank.
Look at like John Henry swinging the hammer like that.
And that was a well-executed attack. This capacity crowd is really willing these competitors on.
It's moments like this that show you what you're made of.
Landing a big hit with that hammer. Superman punch! Oh, and he stops that offense.
German suplex, but that's not all.
Into a ripcord lariat. What a combination! Mere seconds away from evening the odds in WarGames. And well-timed maneuver there. No doubt about it. This is just adding extreme insult to injury.
Here comes WoW Superhero Genesis. Remember, along with Peel and Mayfield, if Genesis or Peel and Mayfield loses this match, then the person who defeats one of them will be the #1 contender for the WoW World Championship.
Things are only about to get worse.
German suplex!
Well, that's an apply.
Buster!
Serious Jeopardy for Rhodes. What a sick thump from that table. A vicious stomp, and this superstar just reminding everyone how vicious they can truly be. Hammerlock applied. And this superstar is just imposing their will on their opponent. Downward spiral. See ya. Up into the torture rack.
Every person in this capacity crowd is on their feet.
And with good reason. These superstars are earning all of their respect.
Lands a timely reversal. Off the rope.
Springboard roundhouse. Good night. Boom.
The countdown early towards the shift to the status quo. Caught with a lariat.
Just mounted with punches. And not
Here comes Mia Malkova. Remember, if Mia Malkova won't just make slings, they'll be forced to strip.
And this is just punishment. Nothing strategic here. Check, and she releases her own submit.
Up across the shoulders. Lynch with a shot between the shoulders. And a manhandle slam.
Becky has opened up an opportunity. Bringing the numbers advantage to greater heights by introducing weaponry to the battle.
forcing the situation. Oh, what a clothesline.
Had that move from the Rock scouted. He just got flung all the way to the other.
Double leg take, and look at this now. Yes, what's the submission hold? Arm bar applied.
This match, she's trying to ask for mercy, but not even tapping out can help her. Big shot taken.
That one's going to leave her well. The next entrant coming to even up the odds. Did you hear that impact?
Here comes Penelope Pink. Remember, if Penelope Pink loses this match, she will lose the Wild World Champion to a woman who defeats her. Nathan Wallace is in there. Remember, if Nathan Wallace loses this match, he will receive 6 blows from Martial Arts Kane. And Alex Mack, if Alex Mack loses, then the complete series DVD set of the single rule of Alex Mack will still be on Nathan's yard sale and Christmas list. Remember, if Sawyer Sharpino loses, he will receive 10 lashes from a Caribbean strip. If Justin Hicks loses, along with Paramount Club, they'll be forced to strip. If Best for Business loses this match, they'll be forced to leave Wild forever and go to AEW or one of the brands of WWE.
Listen to me. You're going to want to make sure you don't forget this.
And now, the match beyond officially begins. Pinfall, submission, knockout, technical knockout, or surrender.
Unbelievable display of will in the late stages of this matchup.
And the American knockout with a trip to the crossroads. Cody's put a lot of competitors out with that.
Nathan defeats Alex Mack, and Claire Rocksmith has defeated Taylor Freaky Paul. That means Taylor Freaky Paul has to been 5